Sustainability really starts with soil. Soils really play a lot of really important ecosystem functions if we take care of them. But if you can manage your soil well, that's like wealth. University of Vermont has had a laboratory for 50 plus years focusing on soil testing. Two big things the farmers are asking: tests and results that reflect their management practices, and secondly, to include more measurements that reflected the biology of soil. So those, I think, are two pillars that really develop the mission or the vision behind SHREC.
In the past, farmers in Vermont could send their soil samples out of state for testing, but it wasn't informed by land-grant knowledge and calibrated just for Vermont soils. SHREC is an opportunity for Vermont farmers, Vermont extensionists, Vermont researchers to get Vermont-calibrated information for Vermont soils, Vermont farming systems, and the Vermont climate.
Working with farmers, they live and breathe and, work it. And they've given me a lot of good ideas that led into important research projects for myself. And I always really valued that because I felt like then I knew what I was doing was really going to, have an impact. So the way the lab works is the farmers will receive instructions and guidelines about how to collect the sample and then mail it or drop it off at the lab. The lab is analyzing those soils and then preparing a report that includes the results as well as some background materials about what that means and management practices that can be implemented to change it.
In SHREC, we offer information on not just how much carbon is within their soil and organic matter within their soil, but what types of carbon and what types of organic matter are in the soil, and that matters. We're also providing some information about aggregate stability, so how well does a soil hold up to the impacts of heavy extreme storms, which we're seeing more of with climate change. Help farmers understand what practices they can do to help minimize erosion and soil loss from their land. We're also providing some information about ACE proteins, newer tests that helps farmers understand what the total amount of nitrogen is available within their soils.
Another component, obviously, is education. We want people to understand the value and, what these measurements are and what they mean, and we need feedback. So we're offering workshops, focus groups, field demonstrations where farmers are going to be full participants in that. We like to have that feedback. It's a win-win situation.
We're not just producing test results for researchers. Research is very important and it'll be part of SHREC's mission, but ultimately we want farmers to be able to access the tests we're providing and to use that information and really put it to use in their farming on a day-to-day basis. Having healthy soils is really critical for a thriving food system. I think the future direction of soil health testing is that we're going to need very local information, state-based information, and I think we're in a very good position to do that for our farmers here in Vermont based upon our farming systems and our climate.